Hello, welcome back to Wellness with IJ. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the mic was off. So the first part of the video, I had already done that before I realized that the mic was off. So I'm going to start from here. Today's recipe is going to be the sautéed vegetables, which was the original plan before I had the chit chat. So here are my ingredients. I have spinach. The bags of spinach that I use often come pre-washed, so you can use them straight from the bag, or if you choose you can also wash them. That's up to you. Instead of the spinach, you can use kale, you can use water leaves, you can use chard, you can use collard greens, you can use just any vegetables that you have access to. And then I have my mushrooms. If you have mushrooms, you can add those. And then I have the chopped peppers, the red peppers and the orange peppers. That's what I have today. But if you have the green ones or any other kinds that you have in your fridge, you can certainly use those. And then I have my carrots. You can see that the carrots that I have that I'm using today are finely cut. More finely cut than I would if I was doing the roasted vegetables or if I was doing the casserole, because the cooking time for these is going to be short. And then I have plentiful onions. I have the white onions and then I have the red onions. Some of them are chopped and some of them are sort of cut into rings, and you will see what I do with these. And of course I have my aromat seasoning, or you can use your cubes or whatever else that you do use. And I'm going to use my oil spray today. If you don't have any oil spray, you can just use a teaspoonful of any oil that you have, because the whole point of the oil is to make sure that the sauteed vegetables don't burn. So all you need to do is to coat the inside of your saucepan, and that should be enough. And of course I'm going to add some pepper, because like I always say, we prefer our foods a little spicy. So I'm going to see you in a moment once I get my pan ready, and I'll see you soon. Hello, so here we are, about to saute the vegetables. I have my pan on the stove and I'm going to apply the cooking oil, the cooking spray, like so. And I'll leave that for a couple of minutes. I hope you can see the saucepan. And then I'm going to add the chopped onions first. Now, these are the chopped onions. So I'm just going to add them like so. And I'm going to add some seasoning to it, or maybe a little bit of pepper a little bit of salt rather. And so this is what we're going to do. Okay, so here we are kind of stirring the onions. They change in color a little bit. And the next vegetable that I'm going to add, the carrots, because the carrots are the toughest vegetable that I'm using, so I need for them to be in here for as long as possible. So here we are. These are the carrots. Okay, you combine them. I do hope you can see me. I hope this mic is on. Anyway, we'll find out. So this is what I'm going to continue to do until I feel that the carrots are ready for me to go to the next ingredient. Okay, here we are. The carrots and onions are in here so far. Now, I am allergic to raw carrots, so I have to try and make sure that these cook. I'm sorry, I had to check to make sure that the mic was on. So I had to make sure that these cook to a certain degree. If you're not allergic to carrots, then please, you don't have to let the carrots cook for this long before you start adding the other ingredients. But I have to do it this way. Even peeling the carrots, I have rash on my hands. I probably should have worn a pair of gloves. But anyway, so the next ingredient I'm going to add are the peppers first, because these are going to introduce some water into the pan. So I'm going to add them at this point because I do need some of that fluid for the to help cook the carrots. So these are the peppers that I've just added. Again, I will add some seasoning to make sure that these also get some of it. So this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to continue to do this for a while. And then the next one is going to be the mushrooms, and then the spinach will be the last, obviously, because you shouldn't really cook them that long or you lose all the nutrients. So I'm sauteing now the vegetables. I'm sauteing now the onions, peppers, and carrots. So the next one, like I said, is going to be the mushrooms. Comes mushrooms. Just literally going to empty it into the pan. If you're making a larger amount, then you use a larger pan, obviously. I probably should have, but I think these will be fine. So here are my mushrooms, and these will be here for a while. And then I will add the spinach, which is going to be the last ingredient. So here we go. So I'm adding my pepper. Perhaps a little bit of oil. I don't worry too much about using the spray, so I can already hear the sizzling of fluid in the pan. So at this point, I'm going to cover the pan just so I can get a little bit of the steam to cook the carrots. This is just for me because of the carrots. I love these universal covers. I think I got this from IKEA. It basically fits every pot, which is great. So I'm going to let this steam for just 1 minute, and then I'll add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so in goes the onions. I like the onions crunchy when it's all done. So I add these later on. That way they can just stay crunchy. So this is what we have. So I'm going to add the spinach, and this is literally going to be a couple of minutes because the spinach needs to stay green. So we will cover it again for a few more minutes. So this is ready, to be honest. So I'm just going to mix it. Be sure to add your salt and pepper or whatever seasoning that you like to your taste. And so that's the end of it, really. And I will show you a few ideas as to how you can serve this. So here is some chicken with the sauteed vegetables and some rice. And the other idea is to do it this way. We have chicken, sauteed vegetables, and some macaroni. Another idea is to switch the chicken for gizzards. You can use fish or you can use meat. You can use whatever you want. You can also add the proteins into the sauteed vegetables while you're cooking them. And that way you just have one whole meal. And that's the end of the preparation. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like the video, and share it. And until I see you again, please stay healthy. Goodbye.